soul with it. Yeah. So I was listening to the George Sedano podcast on ESPN Radio, and Brian Windhorst called in to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's great how some people, not all, some analysts in the media are starting to come to their senses when it comes to Nike, ESPN, and the NBA's marketing asset LeBron James, that if they want marquee free agents to join LeBron James this summer, then they're going to have to change the narrative and the perception on how they view the Los Angeles Lakers instead of constantly bashing us for ratings. And you will read that in these Brian Windhorst quotes, that basically if you watch all of my videos on this channel and my recent video about how other teams in the NBA are doing far worse than the Lakers and have been doing far worse and been horrible for years, but somehow the Lakers are the topic of discussion and public enemy number one. So George Sedano mentioned to Brian Windhorst how the Lakers have a top 5 draft pick. They have LeBron James, who they view as the best player in the world. They have great young assets and cap space. If they were going to acquire Jimmy Butler in free agency, then that's a good offseason. And long story short, George Sedano doesn't feel that it's all thunderstorms for the Lakers. So Brian Windhorst agreed, and he responded by saying this, and this is his exact quote. He says, "There's a lot that they have going for them. They have the number 4 pick. To me, the most important thing that has happened to the Lakers this month, because they moved up in the lottery. That was a huge moment for them. I don't know if it's a franchise changing moment, but it was a really good moment for them. They're going to get a much better player, whether that is through trade or through the draft. They still have cap space. They're still in Los Angeles. People still want to be there. There are other organizations who aren't given the same set of circumstances, would probably be in a little bit more trouble than them. I don't want to sit here and say it's all rainbows and lollipop. They got some real problems. They made some real mistakes that they're gonna have to get out of. But they have LeBron James. They do have some good young players. I mean, they did not win 12 games. There were a lot of nights where they looked pretty good. While I do think it's fair to criticize them, to point out the mistakes that they've made, to point out the difficulties of the situation, but to sit here and say that they can't rally out of this and relatively quickly, I don't think that would be fair either. So if you guys would like to hear the full audio, the link is in the description box. But just last week, the Lakers were so dysfunctional and horrible and blah blah blah, but now they're talking about it's not as bad as it seems. And if you watch my channel, I've been telling people that Rob Pelinka, Kobe Bryant, and Jeannie Buss are playing chess because they're using the power of LeBron James that he has with the media, him being a marketing asset for the NBA and ESPN and Nike. So they're going to use that power to lure other stars in. And if the media were smart enough and they would just stop bashing the Lakers, because yes, we do have issues just like any other organization, but they making it seem like the Lakers are the only team in the NBA that have issues. They make it seem like Staples Center is going to fall down and burn down to the ground at any moment, and the statues outside will go up in flames, and Jeannie Buss is doing this horrible job. But when you look at Gail Benson's stepchildren or the grandchildren, as one of them, and what they're saying about her, how they call her a gold digger, the confrontation that they were having, like if you do some actual research and see how she's viewed in her past, the things that she's went through, she don't seem like that great of a person compared to Jeannie Buss. And to only single out Jeannie Buss and not report these things about Gail Benson, to me, it's absolutely ridiculous and absurd, which goes to show me that it's deeper hate that stems from somewhere beyond the surface for the Lakers by ESPN. And I'm not saying Gail Benson is this horrible person, but usually if a ton of people doesn't have that many good things to say about you, it could kind of be true. But the moral of the story is, despite what you're hearing about Rob Pelinka, who Magic went on TV and bashed, and the media has convinced the emotional brainwashed people to hate Rob Pelinka because Kobe guy is in a decision-making position. They want to ridicule Rob Pelinka when Magic has proven to lie. Like literally went on television and lied, saying that he would give, at one point when he first got the job, he said he would give 110% and he would be dedicated. Then turned around and lied and said that he told Jeannie Buss that he wouldn't be hands-on. And you have people who still are going with the Magic Johnson narrative. So if he lied about that, then what else is Magic Johnson lying about? So Rob Pelinka can't be that bad. But as I stated, the Lakers are in the driver's seat, and with the way the NBA ratings have drastically dropped without their marketing asset LeBron James, I believe the NBA will do whatever they can and the power to give LeBron James that alley-oop to get the Lakers back on top. The Lakers have options. Will they sign a top free agent? Possibly. I don't know. I don't think so, unless they figure out a way to get Anthony Davis. I'm tired of saying it. Go get Anthony Davis. Beg. You have to figure out a way to get Anthony Davis because he's going to be your sales pitch to free agents. You hear people talking about the Lakers signing Kemba Walker. I just don't see Michael Jordan letting Kemba Walker get away. That's his only star, you know. So I think he's going to give him what he wants and pay the man. Jimmy Butler may go to the Celtics with Kyrie Irving or possibly go to Brooklyn. I think that'd be a major upgrade for Brooklyn. But with Anthony Davis, or in my opinion, even if they traded for Mike Conley, I think that puts you in a position where you could possibly land another free agent. And even if you don't land a top free agent once you trade for like a Mike Conley, you could still sign like a Danny Green, who if you pair Danny Green, Mike Conley with LeBron and you would get some other pieces, that'd be great. But you hear Brian Windhorst changing his tone now because they know they're the ones that's controlling the narratives over average fans. So if they say it's all dysfunctional, then the simple-minded people will repeat it. If they could be honest, every team goes through turmoil. They know the perception changes. And just maybe, somebody will possibly want to go team up with LeBron. And like I mentioned in my last video about the media and how it's personal agendas and biased opinions and their ties to whatever entities, whatever businesses, whatever organizations they have ties to. Look at Stephen A. Smith. He stated that if KD left the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Lakers would be at the top of his list because either that's where Stephen A. Smith wanted him to go, and he just got mad because it destroyed his credibility when KD decided to go to Golden State. And that's why he said Kevin Durant made the weakest move of any superstar by going to the Golden State Warriors. But the move don't look that weak now, does it? Because they talk about the Warriors winning without KD, but they never mention how they never won back-to-back championships without Kevin Durant. Or they never possibly three-peated without Kevin Durant either. So that kills that narrative. And this all ties into how all of a sudden the Knicks became in the driver's seat to get Anthony Davis over the Lakers. It was stated that Kevin Durant was going to go to the Knicks, and people believe it. And why did they believe it? Because like I said, Stephen A. Smith is most likely the one who spread that rumor. Because now you see him saying, oh, I'll clean his lockers out. I'll carry Kevin Durant's bags. I'll give him pedicures and I'll give Kevin Durant massages. I'm like, what grown man goes out and say that he's going to give another grown man a massage? And that just goes to show you that he's the one who's actually spreading these rumors, these false rumors, because he wants Kevin Durant to go there. You know, it's not that he heard Kevin Durant wants to go there. It's because he wants Kevin Durant to go there. I think the Lakers will pull off the AD trade, especially if they can get Gail Benson out of power in some fashion. And with the help of LeBron James' friends, David Griffin and Adam Silver, we should be able to make that deal happen, but who knows? But clearly, Brian Windhorst and people in the media are saying that they must change this perception if they want free agents to go play with their boy LeBron, or otherwise, he ain't gonna win nothing in LA. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.